This is my traditional once a month post-op video. I am 8 months out from surgery today, today being um, July 17th, 2010. And as of today, I am 238.2 pounds. So that's 141.8 down. Things are really good. I feel really good. It's interesting because I was thinking this past month that I hadn't lost that much, and in fact I've lost well over 10 pounds for the month, which is fantastic. So that's definitely something to celebrate. What's been most interesting this past month is I've toyed with a couple different things. I toyed with staying off of the scale for several days at a time, and I also experience what happens to my body when my stress levels change. So I went to I had a mini vacation down in the Boston area with some good friends, and was so relaxed. I had such a wonderful time. And I really felt my body just kind of unwind, and spent a lot of time floating around in the pool and laughing, and just really enjoyed myself. And I was quite diligent with my food choices and what I was drinking and all of that, which was all fantastic. And of course I'm paranoid about my boobs hanging out, so pardon me while I fuss with my outfit. I lost 8 pounds within 6 days on that vacation. Excuse me, not 6 days, 8 days. 8 pounds, 8 days. And I was shocked that that happened while traveling. I was really shocked. And I was really excited because, it's not easy traveling and trying to stay within your plan, especially when others are enjoying things that you're choosing not to. So, but then, within the 6 following days, I proceeded to gain 5 pounds. And I was horrified, and I was really angry with the scale. But what's interesting is that there were other things going on in my life where I was feeling a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. And I have to wonder how much of that weight gain was related to kind of the emotional stuff that was kind of manifesting in my body. So that was really surprising. And just within the past few days, since my weigh-in on Tuesday, today's Saturday, since my weigh-in on Tuesday, I've lost a majority of what I gained, so except for like 1.2 pounds. So, and I'm working really hard on keeping myself emotionally well when areas of my life are when I'm unhappy with certain areas of my life. And so taking care of myself amid that. You're going to see my own personal version of crack, which is Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Added protein, but it's still crack. So, anyway, I think it's really interesting what happens to our bodies when we're going through stuff like that. And it made me think back to, when I was in college. Almost 8 years of working full-time, going to school full-time, raising Caitlin. And it was like my body was swollen the entire time from all the salt that I was eating. It was bloated from the foods and all the fat. I wasn't getting the exercise, but I was also exhausted. I was so tired. Sometimes I feel like I'm still catching up on my sleep from that period of time in my life. And I really wonder how much the lack of sleep and the stress, well, I know that it was related to all of the weight that I gained. And given the fact that I've entered this phase where things are a little bit more stressful, I can't go back to managing that stress the way that I managed it before, which was binge eating my way through it. I just can't do that. So it's challenging because those urges are all still there. They do not cut those away when they give you weight loss surgery. Let me tell you, I wish they would, but they don't. And so, for me, what I have to do to take care of myself during those times, I have to get to bed on time. I have to plan my meals. I cannot give myself any openings for excuses to need to eat out or just kind of eating on the fly. I seize those opportunities. I know myself. And so the more that I plan, the less likely I am to fall into those traps. I also have to make fresh things that are very satisfying to me. I can't eat just boring old grilled chicken. I can't do it. I feel dissatisfied, I feel deprived, and then I start seeking out that pleasure in other areas. So those are the types of things that I have to do. I have to remember to breathe. Deep breathing. Oftentimes I catch myself doing some very, very shallow breathing, and I can feel the anxiety and the stress throughout my whole body. And after taking a few really deep breaths, it helps. And in fact, I've been using that strategy with Caitlin when she's having difficult times as well. So all of that is good. But I think the biggest thing is realizing that nothing is more important than taking care of my health. I mean, clearly, as a parent, I feel like Caitlin is of extreme high priority, of course. But if I'm not taking care of myself, then I am not the best mom that I know that I can be. And she senses it. She sees the difference in me. She makes comments about it. So I have to take care of my health, because it's the glue that keeps all of that other stuff together. And it makes all of the other stuff easier to manage, to go through. And it has to come first. It has to come first. And that's hard when you're a working parent. But no more excuses. It just has to be part of my life. So those of you that maybe are struggling a little bit, I would ask you, how much of yourself are you giving to others? And are you giving enough to yourself? And are there ways that you could integrate your own well-being more into your life? So I know that that's very crucial for me, which is good. But all in all, I've had occasional foods here and there that don't really contribute to my overall well-being. For the most part, I'm happy that the things that I choose in those moments are not significantly damaging in any way. I really think that long-term success is about 80% good choices. And if I, on occasion, have something that, maybe doesn't fall in within like the uber healthy range, I'd really like to not feel guilty about it. I would really like to just say, hey, once in a while it's okay to enjoy those things. And that was never something that I was able to do before, because I was doing 80% unhealthy eating. And I often made excuses for why I should get to enjoy those things. So, yeah, let's see, what else can I share? Clothing sizes, I'm all over the place. I'm anywhere between a 16 and a 20. Anywhere from a large to a 1X. Even some 2Xs I have around here still fit me. Not putting so much stock into the clothing sizes right now, because I'm seeing just how significantly they differ. And I will also say, the other thing about clothing is that, while it's fantastic to be able to shop in more places and have more choices, I don't like a majority of the clothes that are made. I'm actually quite picky, and so I'm learning that about myself. And it's kind of funny. So I used to, so long for the ability to shop in the regular woman's section, especially at Kohl's, seeing the racks and racks of the clearance items. And I was there the other day, and I found one thing out of the store that I actually liked, So that's interesting. There's some great things that happen, but then there's some side effects too. The other issue is that I'm wearing flip-flops and sandals all the time for work. I'm wearing sundresses. It's more comfortable. Before it was more uncomfortable. When you're 380 pounds, wearing flip-flops can really, really hurt your feet after a while. So I stayed away from that. I always wore black pants and black dress shoes during the summer the past few years. And now that I've gone the other way, my feet are drying out and cracking. And so I'm trying to take care of those too, while still be able to enjoy my summer wardrobe or summer dress. So it's funny, the things that happen.